The Bridge of No Return. Long ago, in a time when kingdoms rose and fell like the morning mist, there existed a small but proud realm called Mahosar. Its people lived peacefully, tending their fields and crafting their trades, unaware that destiny was about to test them in the most extraordinary way. One fateful morning, the king's most trusted spies rushed into the royal court, their faces pale with urgent news. "Your Majesty," they whispered, barely able to catch their breath, "our neighboring kingdom is preparing for war. Their massive army will march against us in just 3 days." The king felt his heart sink like a stone in water. He knew the harsh truth. His small army stood no chance against such overwhelming force. Death seemed inevitable. But sometimes, my friends, it's in our darkest moments that the brightest ideas are born. The king immediately summoned his council. "We face certain destruction," he announced gravely. "If anyone has even the smallest suggestion, speak now, for this may be our final gathering." Then his wisest minister stood up, his eyes gleaming with a dangerous idea. "My lord," he said, "if death is coming to find us anyway, why don't we go and meet it on our own terms?" The king looked puzzled. "What do you mean?" "Strike first," the minister declared boldly. "Right now, they're not ready for battle. They expect us to cower and wait. But if we attack today, this very moment, we might catch them completely off guard. It's our only chance." The king's eyes lit up with newfound determination. Sometimes the most impossible plans are the only ones that work. Within hours, every able-bodied person in the kingdom had joined the army. Farmers grabbed their tools, merchants left their shops, and together they marched toward what seemed like certain doom. But here comes the most incredible part of our story. To reach the enemy kingdom, the army had to cross a massive river on an ancient stone bridge. As the last soldier stepped onto enemy soil, the king did something that would echo through history. He ordered his men to burn the bridge behind them. The flames roared to life, consuming their only path home. The soldiers watched in stunned silence as their escape route turned to ash and smoke. "Look around you," the king shouted to his army. "Do you see that fire? That's the death of our excuses. That's the end of our backup plans. Today we have only 2 choices, victory or death. There is no retreat. There is no surrender. There is no maybe next time." And you know what happened next. Those ordinary farmers, merchants, and craftsmen fought like legends. With no way back, they discovered strength they never knew they possessed. They defeated an army 3 times their size because failure was simply not an option. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's just an old story. But here's the truth that will change your life. The most successful people in history all have one thing in common. They burned their bridges of retreat. When you eliminate the possibility of failure from your mind, when you remove the comfort of giving up, when you close every door except the one that leads to your dreams, that's when magic happens. Think about it. How many times have you started something amazing, only to quit when it got difficult because you knew you had other options? How many dreams have you abandoned because the safety of staying where you are felt easier than the risk of moving forward? The king in our story understood a profound truth. We only fight with everything we have when everything we have is on the line. So here's my challenge for you today. What bridge do you need to burn? What excuse do you need to eliminate? What backup plan is keeping you from giving your absolute best effort? Stop giving yourself permission to fail. Stop planning for defeat. Stop keeping one foot out the door of your dreams. Throw yourself completely into your goals. Burn the bridges of doubt, fear, and half-hearted effort. Remember, no problem you face is bigger than your potential to overcome it. Your success is waiting on the other side of total commitment. All you have to do is light the match. The question is, are you brave enough to burn the bridge?